Good evening, everybody. So, after a lengthy request night last night, we are going to be playing the game I've probably been playing the most of lately. Once I remember to get rid of all of the bonus notifications that I forgot to do this time. I know what I'm doing. So, this is another early access game, because let's be honest, I basically only play things that are so old no one remembers them, or things that aren't out yet. It is... oh hey, it didn't do the demonetizing thing this time. There is occasionally a graphics glitch here where the outfits don't load. It's unsettling. So at the moment I've really only played with these three characters, so for tonight I'm going to try one of these. It's in some ways a little bit similar to Slay the Spire, in that it's a deck building roguelike. It's a lot more atmospheric and detailed, and there's like lots of extra like little bonus things that can go on throughout. So, what have we got in this group? Pathfinder. Avoid taking damage in order to become more powerful. Okay, so that's a tank. Wyrdhunters. Focus on dealing as much damage as possible using quick strikes or powerful blows. Okay, and Berserkers like to get hurt. That's not the button I meant to click on at all. I'm going to try a Pathfinder. If you haven't received any damage, become focused. Focus increases damage by 50% and grows with each turn you stay unharmed. While using their ultimate ability, they gain additional energy and draw bonus cards. Okay, let's give it a go. They say I've only played with the three classes that are classified as the Moon Ring. So you've got the... I'll probably end up playing at least one of them tonight as well. But you've got the Summoner, the Necromancer, and the Blood Mage in that group. I've technically played Wyrdhunter a little bit, but that's purely because the tutorial makes you play a Wyrdhunter. New items. We have some things. And it looks like everything I've unlocked stays here. So first things first, I want to visit the Lost Soul and pick a quest. Okay, so Wrath. This is we lose armor, and if we duplicate it, we turn it into the Wrathful Blade. Gluttony, we want to discard cards. I did have a run earlier playing the Summoner. I did something very silly with this, where I got a 0-cost spell that duplicates the next card. So this just becomes, for no energy, draw 4 cards and they don't cost anything. It led to some very silly turns. And Lust, which is you sacrifice some of your HP and do additional damage. That's probably not going to work very well with the Pathfinder. So, Wrath or Gluttony, I guess. I think we probably want to be going for damage, so let's take Wrath. So, the interesting mechanic here... That was a noise that I wasn't expecting. So you'll see we've got all this horrendous fog. And down here, we have some weird candles. So these will run out the longer you're in fog. You can get by without ever illuminating the area, but things are tougher, and you get more rewards for fighting them. So for now, I will illuminate the area just to kind of show off the game a little bit. Okay, so you can see we have run into the first band of enemies. Okay, this is a pack of 1, which is quite a small pack, in my view. Oh, this is going to be so strange. I'm very used to having minions to find my footing. No, that was this card. To fight my battles for me. So, duplicate the next stance. So this is an ability, so we get it every turn for free. Gain 1 block. So that guarantees us that we're not going to take damage this turn. And over here we've got how much energy we have. So I think because we're a Pathfinder, we just do this. This guy's only going to hit for 1 attack, so... And if we're going to rely on block, I think it's safe for us to lose armor. What does our ultimate do? Draw 1 card for every 3 charges, gain 1 energy for every 6 charges, charge for every stance you play. Also, occasionally you get these just show up in a combat. So this one is expensive but does some damage for us, so it at least has a positive effect. If we don't play it, it reduces how much damage we do next turn. So I think... do we care about that is the question. So we're definitely going to block again. Oh, okay. So Onslaught gets better if you have multiple blocks active. That's good to know. But at the moment it's the same as anything else. So I think we just use this and get it out of the deck. Okay, and then small strikes, which is strictly better than a regular attack anyway. And then finished off. Boom. Okay, so we can reduce enemies' armor, deal 1 hit for 550% damage with cleave. That honestly seems quite good. And then there's Refreshing Breeze, which reduces our damage this turn, but gives us more energy and charges our ultimate. So I think I'm going to take that. Okay, also as you level up, you start finding passive skills, and later on we'll get things called Reforges. I have no idea what the Pathfinder Reforges are going to look like. Okay, so at the start of each combat, gain 4 charges. Finished with at least 3 cards in hand, gain a block. I think that's probably the best for us right now. Also, you can get combat items. Oh, okay, that's the teleport to the city. And runes. So you can unlock these extra slots as you go through. And you can deal with like upgrading runes and stuff. We will start to see that later on as we acquire more runestones.
It's a mystery why these stones light up and banish the weirdness when people walk by. Many believe Merlin himself invented the runes.
So you will also see this is a very Arthurian theme.
That they were left by the Fore-dwellers to lure humans into their domain, like moths to the flame.
It's still very atmospheric, though. So if we carve our name into the milestone, it allows us to whoop, straight back here again. We don't want to do that yet. So this one here is the legendary encounter. So there are 3 areas to get through, and each one has a legendary encounter, which is essentially the boss. So if you beat the boss, it opens up the next area, kind of thing. Fairly sort of standard thing there. Here, though, we have something slightly more interesting. So you'll find locations and items and NPCs just dotted around. Often guarded by enemies, although you can sometimes work around that. So let's get a couple of blocks. Yeah, okay. So we can get a bonus energy this turn. Ooh. So this has a redirect. So any damage we do to anything else gets redirected to this until it dies. Which is gonna be a pain. So I think we need to use the ultimate here. And just go again. So you see the problem we have here is these are doing multi-attacks, so it chews through blocks. We need to just try and kill that sentinel. Unfortunately, this is going to be difficult. So I'm going to do that and get 2 blocks up. And really just start trying to play as many stances as we can now. It doesn't matter that it's to random enemies, because the redirect is still going to get there. And I think we're going to need to use a potion. Disappointing that that one didn't get to attack first, really. Really does not want us to be able to deal damage. We need to get those out because we need to draw the cards. Still doesn't matter because wow, this one's not going very well. Okay. So I clearly have not worked out how to play Pathfinder yet. So 10 to 16, there's a chance. No. That's not a bad thing for us, really. We've got 2 blocks, so we're going to take potentially 24. That's not too bad. And now we're just dead. Or are we? So we're going to need a little bit of luck here. No. Damn. Wow. Pathfinder is difficult. So what I'll do is I'll run through with one of my other characters. Let's go Blood Mage. I've not played Blood Mage in a little bit. Yeah, let's get a Blood Abomination as our starting minion. So, the Moonring characters, as I kind of alluded to before, don't really fight on their own so much. What they actually do is use minions. So with the Blood Mage, our minions will activate at the end of every turn. And when they reach rank 5, they explode. Which it calls overcharging. Okay, what's our quest card going to be? I don't like Pride, so as good as this Prideful Excalibur that you can't see, but trust me, it's called Prideful Excalibur, it's legendary. And the problem with that means you can only use it once and then it's gone forever. So the Sword of Enviness, on the other hand, is neutral. It's only gone for that fight, and then you get it back for the next fight. And actually, for what we're trying to do, that's not the worst. That would probably work quite well with the Barbarian as well. Ooh, we have a Shimmering Light over there. So I'm actually going to also go for big rewards and not light any weird candles. But you can still see sort of odd marks. Low energy is fine, that's what weekends are for, Lottie. Okay, so let's try and remember how this works. Okay, so we have... Oh yeah, so our Blood Magic charges whenever we make an offering and forces an overcharge. And all of our summons make offerings. So I'm just going to summon some things. Okay, what do we want to do here? Blood Golem. Not the worst. Let's barrier the Blood Golem. So the Blood Golem gets interesting because it, if I remember rightly, it heals on overcharge. So you can see at the start of every turn, all of our minions are promoting. You can also use a ritual to activate them. So for example, if we want to get some health back right now, we can Blood Magic this Golem. Oof. Ritual, and then we should actually just straight up win here. Which is apparently a way this can go. Blood Rush. I think we're going for a wide sort of thing. Ooh, haste is quite good as well. The sigils are But before we start using those, I think it's a reforge, but there's a reforge you can get for the Blood Mage where instead of your minion disappearing when it overcharges, it reverts to rank 3, which is incredibly strong. You don't really need to do that. Let's put that in the weapon slot. So you will also see another useful thing of the milestones, the way I'm playing this area.
It's a mystery why
We've already heard that. So despite the fact we didn't light up a weird candle, it's given us this area of map. Wow, the legendary encounter's all the way down there. And that's got to be a candle maker. I don't know if this is a bug or not, but if there is a candle maker in any area, it just shows up immediately. We're back in the weird. We don't want to talk to the Fat Knight until we have food. You need like 6 food or something, I think. Aha, free hit at the beginning. That's a lot of damage. So I'm actually going to armor up our abomination. Don't really want to promote it just yet. So let's make a bloodworm. Okay, so... Oh, because of haste, yes. Excellent. So now we can get a kill here. And then we barrier this. Then it might actually survive this turn. Oh, yeah, okay. So these grubs have an annoying habit of when you kill them, they split into 2 smaller grubs. I kind of forgot that's a thing they did. So... Okay, the Blood Fae... I thought the Blood Fae increased, or promoted minions, but maybe I'm thinking of the Necromancer Fae. But that's okay. Because if we do that and this, that's going to be pretty strong. Probably didn't actually need to summon that Fae. What's the difference between this and... Oh, yeah, okay. I'm starting to remember what's going on here. So, I really like sigils on minions, but again, they aren't that great unless you get the right reforge. And the advantage here is that the summon upgrades the Blood Mage gets makes the summons cheaper. So I'm going to take the Grim Golem. Hooray, a second Ethel. I guess we'll just equip it for now, because it's better than not having anything. And we'll come back for the Fat Knight later. The Fat Knight, by the way, is called that because it's an ogre. It's not like... it's not trying to be an offensive term. So we're not taking much damage at all here. That seems fine. Let's just dump some things out. I love abominations when there's something with redirect on the field. Also, fun fact, blood golems have redirect as well. So if we barrier up a blood golem, like that, all of our things just survive. Okay. Oh, crud! I briefly forgot about the redirect. Well, that's irritating. We'll have to hope we can get the envy back again before we kill these things. Goodbye, Blood Golem. I guess we'll just stun that. What's the overcharge? Oh, it just deals a hit to everything. No, okay. I keep forgetting how strong blood abominations get. What's the calc do? Oh yeah, let's equip a calc. So that's going to give us bonus health after every fight. As long as we win. A shimmering light. Kind of curious, there was a meta quest in the shimmering light a little while ago. But now I've done that, I don't know what it does. Slow down. Okay, so we start with this. And then this. Darn it. It's not enough. That was too much. Haha, we got it back. Okay, let's overcharge this. And then we get to deal more damage. Ooh. Barrier ability. Every minion starts with 20 barrier? Low reserves is good as well. I think we're going to go with Eternal Leash, though. Just collect more runestones. Going to come back here later. That thing eats HP. Nom nom nom, tasty health. Does that look like there's a thing behind an enemy? I think so. It's not really what I wanted either. Okay, we can work with this. Oh, I should have actually checked. Is this the one? No, it's not the one I thought it was. Ooh, Cracked Gar is quite nice as well in the armour slot. Ah, the Confident Priestess.
Raise the mother. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of something.
Inquire further.
Ever since we landed on Avalon, I've seen so much evil. Men killing each other for a slice of bread.
Slight typo there.
Children so that their cries don't draw a weird spawn. It's so hard to believe the mother still watches over us.
Especially if she's feeding you silica bread. Don't eat silica bread, kids.
I want to settle this once and for all. If All Mother is still with us, she will protect me. If not, I'd rather die anyway. Now let me be on my way and you go on yours. With my blessing.
Yoink. So, given we have 1 or 2 healing potions now. I also forgot that we got the bonus ones from the last run. Okay, follow the light. Okay, it looks like there's nothing to be found. We'll try a couple of times just to make sure it's not lying. Ooh, hello. Yeah. So, like I said before, that is a legendary, which means we need to be careful and not use it until we really need to. But open the sarcophagus. Oh, damn. We might be dead. I'm not sure I've ever won this fight. But if I'm going to, this looks like the right time. Should have used that one, not the barrier. Wow, I am dumb. You also need to be careful because this abomination is about to overcharge. Mind you, so's this golem. But it can definitely tank damage for us for another turn. It's the first time for everything, I guess. No, let's use the one that generates more barrier. Kill us. That should do it. Whew. We got there. And we got some Wayfarer leaves. That's the night. This looks like another NPC. Oh, this might be the Fallen Knight, who I'm still trying to kill as per his request. Armour up. Force field. I guess we just have a bonus attack. (26 to 35), that'll do. We must be getting close to transforming Envy now. Ooh, Grim Abomination. Also Marking. I'm going to take the Abomination here. Wow, we have 2 of everything. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, have some of our blood. Excellent. Cracked Gar. So now we have 3 of those. We can combine them to make a tier 2. Which is essentially the same, but it's just got a stronger effect. So once we unlock a second armor slot, we can stick that in. There should be another milestone somewhere. Oh, that was an enemy. Oh, it's this one. This one's kind of annoying. At least there's no redirect, though. It'd probably be a lot easier if I just stuck a redirect on, but... yeah, you ain't getting through. Because I'm just going to do that. And now you can't heal. And there we go. So close to a level. What were you guarding? This? Oh yeah. Oh, that was the Treasure Guardian. Okay. Okay, let's unlock a new weapon slot at least. Actually, that's not bad in a weapon slot. Although, starting with double damage. Hey look, a building. What is it? Tavern or windmill? Tavern. Haha, we snuck around the guards. Let me in the tavern. Come on, take a sip. Don't be shy. Drink with me and you'll forget every useless skill you've ever had and every worthless person you've ever met. It's like, sure, we'll get some free stuff, we just have to fight a drunkard. Well, in fact, we don't even really have to fight, we just have to survive 5 turns. Okay. Apparently, you can actually defeat him. Magic Wind seems pretty good. Let's also promote all of our golems. Oh, we've got 2 consumables and 2 runestones. And the runestones are not things we can directly use. So we need 1 more Ethel, 1 more Calc, 1 more Tyr. Oh, that's the other milestone. Let's get rid of that one. Sure. Don't even really need to do anything at that point. We have 1 food. And there's our legendary encounter. There's another fight over here. Have a look at the map. So definitely a fight there. You have entered the weird sound effect. I guess we just kill that. Haha! Now all we need to do is get the you have 10% life drink or whatever it's called in the first turn, and then any fight where we draw that Sword of Enviness, we immediately win. Right, area boss. The one that has the redirects. Of course it is. I'd missed the fact that Magic Wind is actually an ability. Which, with a couple of abominations, does give us a real way to take out anyone who's trying to redirect fairly sharpish. Guess what? Your redirector is gone. So 42. That'll protect one of the abominations at least. Yeah. Let's leave that golem to tank a colossal hit. Okay, we can still do that. And that. Just. I don't know what that symbol means this thing's going to try and do this turn. Oh, okay, buff itself. So 30, 57, 60. Okay, fine. We just win. And get a couple of levels out of it. Yeah, let's have that upgrade. Ooh, deep reserves. Life in Blood. That could come in really good later.
This situation feels like an echo of something that happened before. The only thing you're left with is a strange power you feel growing in you.
I want to remove the cards. So we've upgraded the Golem, the Abomination, and the Fae. So I can remove some of the expensive versions of them. And we do get 2 free heals. So we can take one of them right now. Where do you want to go next? This way, by the looks of it. If I can remember where the entrance is. Here? Yeah. Might actually light a weird candle now. The other thing that milestones can do that I haven't shown off yet is this light a weird candle to boost its range. You do that, and it actually removes the fog from a huge area. So you'll see while we're walking around an illuminated area like this, it doesn't drain the candle at all. A host of evil. That's the treasure guardian. That's our legendary encounter. We seem to have walked into a whole lot of trouble really quickly. What's this way? Oh, another milestone. That was honestly pretty useless, so close to the first one. A host of evil, but it's 3 rats, so we can probably win fairly easily. Yeah. Sorry, that was that you trying to get a barrier? because, by the way, you're dead. Good evening, Rain. How are you doing tonight? It's not the rune I want. I want the rune that gives us lifelink. Not lifelink. This isn't magic. Ooh, the archer. Yeah, let's get rid of the extra card again. No, I. So how many cards have we actually now got? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we've only got 18 cards. 19 cards. Ah, there's another 20. Okay, we've got 20 cards. So every 4 turns we cycle through all of them, I think. Ginger beer does sound like a good way to punish bad shoulders. Ooh, ancient gravestones and a host of evil. Attack the evil. That's a big attack. I mean, that version, Rain, just sounds like you're attacking characters from old kids' TV shows. Though I'm still disappointed that they took the evil part out of Grim and Evil. And just made it the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Like, don't get me wrong, still entirely on board with Grim as the main character. But, you know, Evil Konkani was a laugh. It's still only level 9. Didn't we already have a Grim Golem? Yeah, I don't really want more of those. Surge. Ooh. Oh, it's this one. Excellent. Yoink. Well, yeah, so this is going back a long way. When it first started, it was on a show called Grim and Evil, where half of it was the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and the other half was the Adventures of Evil Konkani. Who turned out to be much less popular, I assume. So Evil got removed and it just became Grim. But they couldn't just call the show Grim because that's more off-putting. Loot the graves! Okay. Give food? Ooh, bonus max health. Host of evil. A rat and some peasants. Oh, no, it's not a rat. The Crimson Ripper. Smack. cracked as... Heal 1% of max HP after killing an enemy? Oh wow, that is... probably about the same at the moment as what we currently have. But... it's nice to know it's there. This is the windmill. You can tell by the fact it's a windmill.
The blades of this lone windmill creak and groan as you approach, as if they were trying to warn you of something. When you enter, the miller immediately announces,
"My lord, I'm sorry. That's all I can give you this week."
Apparently, we were mistaken for somebody running a protection racket. Host of Evil, Treasure Guardian, Legendary Encounter. I'm making a career of evil. Demonetized for singing Blue Oyster Cult songs badly. I'm surprised if that many people even know that track. Yep, didn't expect you to. Most people don't. How many times do we have to kill this thing? There we go. I don't even remember which album it was on now. Probably Cultosaurus Erectus. But I'm only saying that because that's the album I tend to listen to the most. Ooh, here we go. So, we have our first reforge. Whenever anything overcharges, gain an ultimate charge for every living minion. HP lost by summoned is multiplied by 2 and dealt as damage, which could be hilarious. Or the lesser key of binding. That could be good, but we'll need to start taking more sigils. Training grounds.
The sound of clanking swords grabs your attention as you walk through the weirdness. As you approach it, instead of a battlefield, you find a campsite. Several men drink mead as if nothing was happening around them. Some others fight monsters, and something about the movement and behavior of these beasts feels off, until you notice a druid chanting something near the campfire.
Come, train if you feel like it. These may be mere illusions, but they hit and kill like the real things.
So, I've done the I Want to challenge. Given this doesn't list a reward, I kind of want to see what happens if we press it.
Are you sure? If you win, we'll reward you with a proper sword or armor, but it's highly unlikely you'll survive this encounter.
That text is not what they said. Yeah, let's give it a go. This is going to go one of two... Whoa, this could go very badly. Okay, Blood Rush. Damage boost. Magic Winds. Killer Grub. Okay, we're absolutely fine. Totally worth it. That was not that bad a fight. A Polished Heel. Wow, it's mythical. Well, okay then. So what are we currently using? So we would definitely want that one. This is probably just better, although not in the short term. A host of evil defending a scientist. Let's free the scientist. That's not great. Now it's absolutely fine again. Oh, close. That'll do it. Oh no, wait. Ah! Stupid things. And now it's a collapsing tainted corpses. Finally. Thing is, I definitely want another Grim Abomination. And some more runestones. Who doesn't like more runestones? What can you do for us? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's increase our max health even more. That's the Treasure Guardian. Typically you'll find the Treasure Guardian is on a par with the Legendary Encounter, except it's optional. Whereas the other fights can often go a bit more like that one. We definitely need more rune slots. A wrinkled creature. So unfortunately I made a bad decision with that NPC in an earlier run, not knowing what I was getting into, and now I don't know if there was a better interaction you could have. Essentially what it does is it tries to force this thing on you to eat, and you have the option to either like, accept it reluctantly or graciously decline or something. And if you accept it because you're trying to be polite, she's like, no, it was all a test, and you failed the test. This is actually like my best friend or something. Auto-promote all of the abominations and upgrade a Gar. We do now have 2 level 2 Gars. One more and we can get a tier 3, which is pretty good.
These crystals, however you can.
Pray. Let's go for max HP. We still have... well, we have a tiny healing mixture and a bunch of big ones. Oh no, that's the big boss. Okay, we seem to have explored everything here though. So let's take out the Treasure Guardian, get some treasure, and then go take out the big boss. $20, $40, $52. So that shouldn't even break through the golem's shield. And then we spend some time just fully tanking the golem. Let's kill one of the baby worms. And overcharge the Fae. Let's get another minion out. Tank the minion. Tank the minion some more. We can probably start replacing our regular barriers with surges at this point. Treasure pile! Okay, we can get another new weapon slot. But what do we put in it? Oh, Polished Stan is probably... oh, also the Polished Tier can go back in. We've almost capped out the Hagel as well. But it's time to fight the boss in the second area. So this one has a really odd gimmick in that when you kill these skulls, it heals your team. And gives you bonus armor, apparently. No, okay, it definitely takes away armor. Smack. Okay. Fresh Abomination. Overcharge the Fae, which means that this thing should be attacking the worm next. Yep. Worm overcharges, we get the sigils back, which we can just stick straight on the golem. Because, you know, this is just fair and balanced, and there is definitely nothing wrong with it. Grim Fae. Just magic wind here, which allows us to overcharge and win. And hit level 15. Okay, let's take a Grim Worm. And more deep reserves, I guess. Ooh, for every overcharge, gain bonus energy. That sounds good. Get some runestones.
Situation feels like an echo of something that happened before.
Remove 2 cards from the deck. So we can definitely remove the Blood Worm. And we can start removing Barrier, because Barrier is strictly worse than several of our other cards. And there's our next legendary encounter. We don't need to go and use our second heal this time. So let's just keep on rolling. And light a candle so I can actually try and work out where the entrance is. Yeah. Right, if I'm going to randomly die in a stupid way, it's almost certainly going to be in this area. Ugh. I don't like that boss either. Half tempted to actually just, like, take the boss out now, if we can. That's got to be the Treasure Guardian, hasn't it? A roaming warband guarding the Fallen Knight. Well, that was a good opening. How about you just die? That turned out not to be as bad as I expected. I mean, that seems strong, but also we can do with some more sigils still. I mean, we do get lots of minions with this build, so Swarm 'em seems like a good passive. Ooh. Look to upgrade the tier soon as well. We'll come back to the Fallen Knight. So the Fallen Knight is invincible and wants you to put him out of his misery, but you have to sneak up on him and using the sneak up on him option doesn't work. So I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do about that. Deep reserves, I guess. Ooh, Sword of Enviness. Okay. So we can straight up murderize one of the things that's going to hurt us. Back up, Abomination. No, stop trying to use barrier. $122 to $162 times 2. That seems fair and balanced, doesn't it? Wow! That would help. So you can see in the third area some of the fights are just silly. More healing potions. Let's go back to the ones I've not played so much. Go back to Wyrdhunter. Okay, so Wyrdhunters just have the worm ability, as I will always think of it. When they deal 6 marks to something, it just becomes vulnerable and takes the extra damages. Quest. Envy, Sloth, Lust. I mean, we did pretty well with Envy just now. Sloth is just gain 2 energy. Let's go back with Envy again. I mean, if you could make it literally rain copies of Envy, then, yeah, please do. Imagine a hand that's just like 6 copies of the Sword of Enviness. I should have done that first, really. Oh well, you live and learn. I'm not sure that's necessarily a good thing. Hang on, let's just do it this way. Oh yeah, Envy. Hooray! In 35 armor for 2 turns, or 3 turns if you use it when you've got less than a... That involves too much thinking. Block every second hit. That just seems strong. Okay, and I guess we're just starting out that way. Milestone.
Mystery.
Yeah, we know it's a mystery. That's the Treasure Guardian. Let's not go that way just yet. So the first time I played this during the tutorial, didn't really know what I was doing, ran in here and went straight to the boss and died. That's a good start. Charge, inflict damage. This is going to hurt. Oh, okay. So you can't use manual block along with the passive to block everything. I mean, it makes sense, but a little bit disappointing. If this thing's not actually going to do anything, can we just... Okay, we'd reduced its armor. Whoops. I mean, that seems strong. Candle maker. Oh. Why is something living in the candle maker's house? So yeah, that was strong. What's return? Okay. I mean, that does seem like a thing that's better than attack. Start of each turn, gain 3 ultimate charges. Sure. I'm also curious what the other 3 characters are. Like, if there's just an update, or if you have to unlock them, or what. Oh, that's not a path. I guess we're fighting some peasants. Yeah. What do we do here? So we're going to take 7 to 9 once. So I think we can just go on the offensive. We can... Ooh, okay. Excellent. Broad Reach, Sword of Enviness. Smack. Gain bonus health. Oh yeah, Armed Wanderer, okay.
Before you get any stupid ideas, I used to be a master of arms at Halfway. Trained many young warriors there. If you have any gold to spare, I might teach you a thing or two.
So we can try leaving and see if he'll stick around so we can come back later. Because we don't have enough wealth for this yet. But having something that's available at the start of every encounter seems like it's probably strong. Oh, we're trying to go around this way, but without running into the legendary encounter. Thank you. Is that really so much to ask for? And then... oh, there's probably some smaller fights down this way. Let's go this way and just get some experience and some better cards. Oh yeah, also we're really low on health. We found a lot of tier runes already. Some peasants. Tough peasants. Right, we can get the Tainted Force out at least. Aha! Advanced attack. So return does seem like a really powerful mechanic to have access to. And apparently we've got stuck on the corner of some stairs. We've seen all this bit before. We know we just now fight a drunkard. Will you just die already? At least we got some more rune variety that time. A pack of highly. Still surviving, technically. That seems like it could be good. We're almost there on Gars. Seeking Traveller. Wait, what? Well, okay. Guess we're going to need some health. Free attack. Broad reach, the sword. That's going to kill stuff. That's going to kill stuff very effectively. Ooh, the weirdness blade. Okay. We still need 4 more wealth. That's just annoying. Ooh, seamstress. Okay. I guess if we just do 100 and something damage to everything at once, we probably win. So we can get rid of a basic attack. We don't need those. So So there's a pack of enemies outside the training grounds. There's the Treasure Guardian, and I think we did that corner. Maybe we didn't do this corner, actually. No, maybe... Oh no, we did not. There we go. Yeah, cleave is a weird mechanic when redirects are involved. That's going to be the most damage. Ah, the Sword of Enviness. Or Bloodied Frenzy. Deal one hit for 550% damage, cleave. Wow. Some of these are actually really good. I'll go with the Skullcracker. Steel is my body. The Hanging Tree.
As you approach the tree, it seems to shift and move. You draw closer and realize why the tree appears to move. Dozens of rotting bodies sway in the wind, and all of them do a strange dance with their necks squeezed into their nooses.
I have to admit, this is a much darker game if you actually pay attention to all the text. Ooh, bonus runestone. That was actually our first calc this run. How weird. Okay, we'll go back over this way first. We will talk to the Wanderer. We'll deal with the pack of enemies. Then we'll come back for the Treasure Guardian. Then we'll do the legendary encounter. Where are you? You're here. We've already spoken to you. Oh! Well, okay then. That's not what I was expecting, but that's still really good. Because now we start every encounter with that combination. And we just get to kill stuff, I guess. We still don't have the one that gives us the life-stealy thing.
The sound of as you several until you
Come, train if you feel like it. These may be mere illusions, but they hit.
Let's go with the big fight again. It was fine before. Okay. Use some healing potions. Come on. Keep attacking. We'll use the free attack. And block the damage. That's not what I was expecting that to look like. I will take one hit here. Well, we can afford to take a 6 to 9. Come on, really? I guess we're being defensive this turn. Chain? Okay. But chain attack does not do chain, it does the exact opposite of chain. We don't reliably have enough energy to make use of chain properly, so we'll go with the regular old duplicate. Right, time to now take out the Treasure Guardian. I think whatever happens, this is going to be our last run for tonight. Hopefully things are going to change at work for me soon, and I will start having more energy to do proper streams again, but okay. So we're going to take... Yeah, we're actually going to dodge that one's attack. That's not so bad at all. And we'll just ignore all the other enemies and just kill that one. Right, where's the treasure? There. Give treasure now. Thanks. Probably want a new weapon slot, I think, with this build. Stick that in there. Yeah, that seems good for now. So what am I doing? There is a faster way to get back to the boss. Who are you? Oh, yeah, okay, you're this one again. Okay, 24, 26, we can take it. Oh, we're also going to block half of it. Even better. Okay, so we'll block the first two. We'll take one of the 4 to 7s and 1 2 to 4. That's fine. Heal. Also, I just realised we have a full charge here now. That's probably a quick way to kill things. That doesn't seem terrible. I'm just trying to set up a ridiculous, like, duplicate into reduce everything, everything's energy cost. That seems like it's good for making ridiculous combos happen. I like ridiculous combos.
This situation feels like an echo of...
It's probably because it's definitely an echo of something that's happened before. Armor slot. Yeah, let's get retaliation. I'm trying to use the milestone. And we'll get a little bit of health back. And you can kind of see how different the play style is between the different types of class. I do definitely have a preference for the Moonring characters, though. And I think my favourite's even still the Summoner, although it's empirically the one I'm worst at. Okay, with all of our passives and stuff here, this is starting to get slightly ridiculous. Also, disappointing that the advanced attack leaves and comes back, so it loses the cost reduction. But, you know. All in. Ooh, the Reforge, okay. So we can reduce the armor by 100 when we use a fully charged ult. We can make it only use half the charges, or we can heal when we use it. We don't seem to use it like multiple times per fight. I'm thinking we probably go with this one. I missed what runes we got. I accidentally managed to click right through it. The Provider. Have I met you before? I don't use those. I don't really use those. Don't really care about that. Don't really care about that. Yeah, that'll do. We don't have to spend that much money that way. What do we have over here? The Warrior in Grey. And a host of evil. I'm so glad we do ridiculous amounts of damage at this point. It's... yeah, sure. Okay. Whatever. We got a calm breeze this one, right? Oh, our passives are ridiculous. Oh, I'm enjoying how silly this combo build is. I'm enjoying it way too much. Ooh, first hit in a turn deals bonus damage. That seems better than just we deal bonus damage for the first 2 turns. Unless we just go ridiculous combo. Yeah, let's learn a skill. Yep. Okay, let's do more duplication. Because that's not silly enough yet. Oh. Do we have a quest? Oh, yeah, no, we did the quest ages ago. It's the Sword of Enviness. That I completely forgot about for a bit there. Host of Evil! I mean, we just killed that thing immediately. Not enough! Curses. Hi! Oh dear. Piercing strike seems fine. Collect some more just random stuff. Tainted altar. Open it up. We got consecrated oil, which we will probably never use. The All-Mother's altar. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like 80 to 100 probably kills everything. Just in case something comes back, though. Aha! I was right. They were trying to be sneaky. Was that not supposed to have been duplicated? Oh well. It's not like it. Yes, we've got the reduced cost calm breeze. Perfect. There we go. This deck feels like it's really starting to come together now. I mean, I'm attempting to replace the plus 90 max HP with the if we combo off ridiculously we get some barrier. Yeah, let's ask for the blessing. We'll add some more legendary cards. These can be useful. Another host of evil. Okay. Let's start that way. That's a good start. And it doesn't really matter, we can go stun or block, it's going to have the same effect. That's not the thing I thought it was. Oh well. You don't really care about using the All-Mother's Blessing right here? Do these things just ignore barrier? Well, that was silly. Oh, this is just ridiculous at this point. Does it even matter what we attack at any given point? Okay, no, they are hitting barrier. We've just actually managed to stop them from making contact forever. I mean, with what we're trying to do, any free attack is good, right? Don't really care about that anymore. Heal after each victorious combat. Increase the maximum damage by 6. I think we go with the well-maintained body now. And we just go for letting it help us tank things. A wrinkled creature. Right. Ooh, bonus armor. That's not going to be too shabby for us. Milestone. What have we got here? Oh, Blood Altar. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, these things just turned into grubs. That's alright, because I guess we just broad reach Skullcracker. Probably does the job. And it does. I mean, another Bloodied Frenzy is probably good in this deck. Still don't have what we want.
However you
Yeah, let's get a free level up. could go Blade Fury, but I think Breathe is better for ridiculous combo. Duplicate every 7th attack type card played. Yeah, okay. That's not going to do ridiculous things in this build in any way. Yeah, fine, we'll just have some harder fights in the dark. Perfect. Double Pain, Calm Breeze. Damn it, I was hoping to get that down to 1 at least. Okay, so we gain a block. That kills this. Gain another block. Broad reach and attack. And we... Oh, because we've reduced everything's armour, we kill another thing. And then we bloodied Frenzy, which kills everything. And then we win in the first turn, because apparently that's just what we do now. We are getting so close to some tier 3s here, though. Oh, I also didn't actually look at what that rare was. What was the rare? Every turn increase everyone's damage. Eh, don't care. We're capable of doing enough damage. Sure. Hey, free XP. Never gonna be bad. Now, I think we could even go take the Treasure Guardian out before we do the Legendary in this area. That's the worms, yeah. Okay, so we just straight up kill one of those. And we get a block, and we... Oh, it's immune to stun. Curses. I should have been paying attention. Broad reach, double pain, overhead swing. Broad reach, advanced attack, which gets duplicated because it was the 7th attack. We're going to block one of these 2 hits anyway. So I think we just start dropping its armor. Yeah, we can take 16 to 23. No, don't do that. It's immune to stun. We might need to use a heal this turn, though. But, you know, that is a thing we can do. We can take an 8 to 11. And definitely get rid of that since it's free. Double pane calm breeze. Everything is free now. Oh no, it's not. Darn it, we still had the bloodied frenzy. But, you know. Yeah, okay, I'll have another advanced attack, I guess. Oh yeah, should actually probably also loot the treasure pile. That would be a sensible thing to do after beating the Treasure Guardian. New weapon slot. Right, now what do we jam in our weapon? I mean, honestly, start the fight with 2 additional cards, cost reduced by 1, is probably not great. Probably not bad. So I think let's go with that. We're going into this fight with a bit less health, but we know from this boss we can just kill off the skull piles and... Okay, this is going to be a start. So we're going to take 2 9 to 11s. Oh, except we're not, because we used enough cards. Okay. Double pane piercing strike. Then I guess we actually start trying to make the most of it by hitting the thing. This seems like a Broadreach Skullcracker kind of turn. You know that feeling where you just one-hit the boss? The random attack just involves thinking. Double strike could be good, but reposition for a combo type deck. Okay. I mean, that doesn't seem terrible. We're never using this passive. I mean, we're doing plenty of armor reduction, so attack is best defense. Seems like the choice. I want a 4th weapon slot. Oh wait, hang on. In armor slot, draw a card after killing an enemy, cost reduced. So, for any fight where they summon or have, like, extra enemies, that is just amazing. let's also... So we have another advanced attack, so we can get rid of one of these. Are we ever using stun, or is it just an unnecessarily expensive card in this deck? I think it's the latter. Because if you look at what we're doing, we can gain so much block if we really need it, that it's kind of like, why bother with stun? Especially getting later into the game where things are much more likely to be immune to stun. I've just realised we haven't used our free... No, we used one free heal, I think, didn't we? There's an ogre. There's a shimmering light. Performs special attack in 2 turns. Okay. Okay, you're redirecting. You need to die extremely quickly. I mean, we just drew into Skullcracker. That could have gone a lot worse for us. So there was another truly ridiculous turn. So hang on. 1, 2, 3 energy. Duplicate the next card sometimes. Okay. I know I keep complaining about that card that shows up that just involves lots of thinking, but there's a surprising amount of thinking to be done in this anyway, just to understand on any level what's going on. It kills that. Then that probably kills it. There we go. Reroll? Yeah, I'll take the protection from evil. Don't care about weird candles. At the start of combat, gain 10 ultimate charges. Yeah, let's go for that then. Every 3 turns, you always deal maximum damage? Like, okay. Cursed Broch.
Does the Broch have any future, other than becoming a shelter for criminals or a mad hermit? Does it hate you for stealing its purpose? This thick-walled Broch was once a private prison.
That's the same text as you got at the beginning.
Prisoner kept inside. The place lost its sole reason to exist. The walls seem lower and more crooked than the last time you've been here.
Yeah, so the first time you come across this, there's actually a prisoner inside it that you can release. Which apparently I did. So if you ever do play this game, be aware that everything is persistent across multiple runs. I assume not across save slots, but I haven't tried that yet. Roaming warband. Okay, let's try this one. Ooh, you're a big one. You're immune to stun and going to try and hurt me. Okay, we'll breathe. Two by 16, so we're going to take 16 and an 11 to 14 as things currently stand. Okay. No, we're not. It's got 2 blocks, so we're going to take a 9 to 12. Get the free block. And then kill the thing that's actually doing damage. Two times 58, eh? How about we just kill you now, and you don't? Okay, create opening is also going to work quite nicely in our deck. Ridiculous combos all the way. Manasa?
I thought we made
Oh, it's you.
that you promised to leave us in peace. Human creature, yet not greedy. Go now then.
Okay. So she also remembers previous interactions you have with her. Roaming warband. Now, is this the one that killed us in the last run? I have a feeling it might be. I'm sorry, what? Darn it. Have we got something that costs 0 that we can use? We can get a bonus 100 block at least. Even with that, that got close. Might need to go use up a free heal in a moment. Ah. Whenever you hit an enemy, gain 3 charges instead of 1. Ultimate ability targets all enemies, or increase the damage of the ultimate 250%. Wow. Those are some reforges. I think we're going with wind up. No, are we? No, we're going to go with aggression. Then we charge 3 times faster. Yeah, we are low on health, I think is the phrase. That's the broch. Did we already... Okay. So we can't use that heal anymore this run. We can still ask for healing mixtures to help keep us alive. This might mean that what we actually want to do is go take on the boss now, while we have the effect of the bonus heal. Excellent. Encounter divided into 4 distinct phases. Whoopee. It's not particularly what I meant to do. Let's get a block. So I think we only take... I guess we take 2 of the 4 to 5 still, don't we? Oh, you've summoned more minions. Okay. Oh, we actually... Huh. I wasn't expecting to have actually killed that thing then. I'm also highly suspicious of the fact that the minions didn't seem to disappear. What happened to all this 4 phases business? Did I just imagine that part? Because that seemed very much like one phase where we just kill it. So we've got breathe and double block. And another breathe. So I think we can afford to get rid of... Small strikes is pretty crap as well. Yeah, let's get rid of the small strikes. Okay, we can definitely now double block Tainted Force something. Broad reach. Burst slash here. Steel Eater. Okay, we're going to have to ultimate that one. How much block do we need? And is 4 enough? That should do it. Except, of course, it's one of the ones that keeps turning into smaller enemies. Oh, we've also hit max level, so we now can't actually get more cards or... That's fine. Wasn't there a Fallen Knight somewhere? Or did we not find a Fallen Knight? I guess not. Fine. I guess then, if we've hit the maximum level, we finish this run in a much more successful way than I was expecting. With the 4th boss. Unless, of course, at this point, the boss doesn't work the same way and... Okay, it works the same way. So, this boss is kind of a test of how much damage can you deal without dying in 15 turns. There's also now an element of you may as well use the legendary cards. Yeah, go to spirit form, please. Now this is why I wanted it in spirit form. Because the way our deck works... Sure. Why couldn't you have summoned them last time? Okay. I think we double pain. Yep. We can definitely do that. And we've still got some spare power in case we need it. We may as well protection from evil, I guess. How low can we get the boss's attack and armor? That's the question here. And just the fun game of how do we actually do all the things we are trying to do? Okay then. We can definitely use that. Definitely use that. And that. You only summoned one this time. Cheapskate. Well, that was disappointing. Guess we just breathe then. Ah, here we go. Definitely breathe for free. All in. Okay, armor can only go to -500 apparently. Good to know. That's free. We don't have any... Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay, so we start with that one. And then we try and see all the cards we actually have in hand. So we... Oh, where's Double Pane? Double Pane... Create opening. Okay, I guess we protection from evil, because why not? We breathe, because why not? Overhead swing. Advanced attack. Reposition. First slash. Calm breeze. Double Pane, all in. Overhead swing. Ultimate. Ridiculous combo decks. Wait, was that 4,000 on one attack? There we go. Didn't give us the cards we wanted, though. We need to do as much as we can this turn. There we go. I need you to understand that I'm not fighting you out of spite. Okay, so don't fight us. Okay. Hey, we found King Arthur. Interesting.
Enough.
Oh. Death. So. Death is having a hand in this. We found the archer again.
I dislike disobedience, and I dislike it when things don't go according to plan.
Okay. So this goat-legged thing it's talking about is the one who talks to you at the very beginning of the game.
My servant decided to help you out and send you further into corruption, even though he was supposed to notify me. The very moment this sorry creature tried to make contact, now it's time for punishment. I've already explained. The fate of this world is shaped by stories.
Interesting.
These creatures broke from my narrative by deciding to directly influence their fate. You and the Avalonian were meant to be enemies, locked in an eternal fight of good and evil to keep the wheels in motion. The goat, however, was never supposed to force your hand on this journey. It was only supposed to watch. But
It's definitely done more than that.
was well beyond its abilities and comprehension.
Yep.
But I won't lie. You would have been retired from your duty, were it not for the goat. You are merely an experiment, one that yielded surprising results.
Okay.
You helped me create a template for this story, one that ensures it unfolds in a proper way. You made me realize I don't need heroes, knights, or kings. I just need a regular human soul to keep this world from breaking apart. I can erase you and shape you anew, or find a different soul in your place, because you proved to me that humans are nothing if not persistent.
Fair.
You'd suffer a fall and stand again and again because you just can't lie down, can you? You rose to the challenge. You will rise again, because that's who humans are. This means your side of this story is safe. Unless you're persuaded to stop fighting by love or compassion. His story wasn't a quest. That doesn't work on their kind. It was punishment. A punishment he tried to twist into salvation.
Okay. Also, why are your asteroids flickering in and out of existence?
His soul was one of the first corrupted. He rebelled against his own kind, tried to force them into becoming something they weren't ready to become.
I mean, yeah.
Things he wasn't supposed to achieve, and would have tried at all costs. He rebelled against the story as it was meant to be told. And as such, he started a string of events that led us here, to this moment, in this broken, corrupted
This
reality.
all just sounds like somebody needs to discover the concept of a choose-your-own adventure.
He lived through the same events you did, only mirrored. Just as you battled him in your reality, he battled you in his. You were the hero for him to conquer, just as he was the monster for you to slay. He lived his personal hell, because that's the language Avalonians understand.
Oops.
If you were to stop fighting him, this world would cease to exist. And you would stop eventually, for one reason or another. Probably out of compassion. If this happened, this reality would be swallowed up by corruption, along with every event required for it to exist.
I mean, do we know the corruption is bad? You might have just given it a bad-sounding name.
The goat needs to be punished for forcing your hand. You were meant to have a choice. Humans need to feel agency over their deeds.
I mean, that's true.
Even if you were trapped here, it was your quest. You weren't forced to delve deeper into corruption. You were just given a proper incentive.
I mean, now you're just being needlessly manipulative.
Intervened the moment the Oh, I can. But you're right. I shouldn't.
Yeah, you just said we're supposed to have choices.
I can change the world of this Avalonian into heaven instead of hell. You'll only fight to cleanse him of corruption. But in exchange, or I can save the girl.
So, I have opinions. I think save the Avalonian, because, like, it doesn't say the goat dies for eternity or anything, just it dies. So presumably it gets the same chance as everyone else. So save the Avalonian.
Shall be done. You'll meet again, deeper within corruption. But this time, you might have a chance to save
Cool. Save everything.
Now be gone.
And discovered nothing new, apparently. Yeah, there are some big values that people have managed to achieve on this. But okay, we've finished Corruption 4. I don't know how much corruption there is. What does Corruption 5 mean? Gain less wealth, more Wyrdstone, fight deadly first wave bosses, and enemies with painful behaviours. Well, okay then. That is going to be a job for another time. For now, I'm going to end it here. Thank you as ever for joining me, and I hope to see you all again next time. Bye for now.